Hey y'all, it's Paris and I'm back with another video. So today I want to talk to you guys about how God is about to birth something new in your life. And maybe you already know it. Maybe you have been praying and you're in this waiting season and you're just like, God, I'm just ready for you to do it. Well, maybe you don't know, but we call this being spiritually pregnant. Okay, spiritually pregnant, because you're about to birth this baby. You're about to birth, this thing that God is gonna use you in whatever He's about to birth you into, right? And so we're spiritually pregnant, and so we have to do what pregnant women do. So that means that we have to prepare, because I've never been pregnant before, but I do know that pregnant women prepare. If they know that it's a boy or a girl, they go ahead and prepare that room. They go ahead and, put, pink things in there because it's a girl, or they go ahead and, put pictures in there, and they go ahead and pack their hospital bag. Like, they're in this season of preparing. They're in this season of preparing and waiting, because they know that at the end of those 9 months or whatever, they're about to birth this baby. And so since you are waiting on God to bless you with whatever you're asking God for, you have to prepare. So if you're waiting on a job, maybe you need to look up the job. Maybe you need to look up, interview questions, but you need to prepare. You need to prepare while you're waiting on God to answer your prayer. Prepare. It doesn't have to be a job. It can be anything. But if you know that God is about to birth something in you, if you know that God is about to use you in a mighty way in this new place, in this new territory, you have to prepare. And so also, just like with the pregnant woman, they go see the doctor. And the doctor is telling them, not to eat this, not to eat that. Basically the doctor is giving this woman instructions on what to do to prepare for this baby. Guess who is the doctor while we're spiritually pregnant? God. So God wants to give us instructions on what to do next, on how to do this and how to do that. But guess what? We are not going to know what the doctor wants us to do if we don't seek him. If we don't seek him. So in order for us to know what God wants us to do, we have to seek God. We have to seek God. And just like I said in my last video, we cannot be seeking God, with these verse of the days. We have to do more. We have to study more. We have to read more. We have to actually read chapters. We have to actually spend time with God. That's the only way we're going to know that God has given us instruction, by spending time in his presence, spending time in the secret place where nobody is around, because that's when God is going to speak to you. He's going to download all these instructions in the secret place. He's going to tell you all these secret things. And for the ones who always say, well, God never speaks to me, it's probably because you're not seeking him enough. You're not seeking him enough. I promise you, in this time of my season of waiting, because I'm waiting on something. So in this time of my season of waiting, when I tell you, when I decided that I was going to spend more time with God, God has been downloading so many things in my head. He's been sharing with me, what's about to happen, what I need to do. And so I'm getting more in tune with God. I'm starting to hear him a lot clearly now. And so in order for you to get to that point, you have to spend more time with God. Because keep in mind, you're about to birth something. And so you have to follow the doctor's instructions. You have to follow God's instructions, because you don't want to do anything to, you don't want to do anything to put this baby in danger. You don't want to have to do anything to put that job in danger. Or, I don't know, whatever you're asking God for. Maybe it's a house, maybe you're trying to get into school. It can be whatever, but you don't want to put your blessing in danger of not actually getting it. You don't want to lose this baby. You want to birth this baby. You want this baby to be healthy. So in order for us to do that, we have to listen to the doctor's instructions. We have to listen to what God is telling us. So again, we are spiritually pregnant. This is the reason why God has you waiting. This is the reason why you are in this season where you probably feel like, well, God, I feel like I should be doing more. But God is saying right now, I just want you to focus on me. Right now, I just want you to prepare, because when it's time, when I say go, you're going to go. You're going to go. When I say leave, I want you to leave. So in this season where God has you sitting still, just prepare. Figure out what you need to do. Figure out, where God wants you to go. But use this time to listen and be in tune with God. And another thing that I just want to say, I've had 2 dreams, right? I don't think I've ever shared this, but I'm a dreamer. And so God always gives me, these dreams. Sometimes the dreams are not from God, but sometimes they are. And so I've had 2 dreams lately, and I didn't know what they meant until I went back to look at the dreams, because I wrote the dreams down, and I realized that the dreams meant the same thing. Okay, there were 2 different dreams, but they meant the same thing. And I figured out that the dreams were about deception. And I was like, okay, God, why are you showing me deception? And so what God showed me is that with my situation that I'm in right now, like I said, I'm spiritually pregnant, which means that I'm about to birth something, which means that I'm in a waiting season, right? So God is using this season to prepare me. But the devil, the enemy, is also using this season as deception. He is trying to deceive me. Because although God has me waiting, although God has me preparing for what's to come, it seems like, because I'm in this situation, it seems like God is not with me. It seems like God is not going to come through. So the devil is using my situation to deceive me and make it seem like God is not going to do what he said he's going to do. So what I'm telling you is, in your season of waiting, in your season of preparing for this blessing, for this baby, the devil is trying to deceive you. He's trying to make it seem like God is not with you. He's trying to make it seem like that you're not hearing God. But I want to encourage you and let you know that you are hearing God. God is speaking to you. God is coming through for you. Just hold on and keep waiting and keep preparing, because God is going to do what he said he's going to do. God is not a liar. He is not a liar. He's going to do what he said he's going to do. So I hope and I pray that I have encouraged someone. If I have encouraged you, place it in the comments. Let me know, if you are in a season of waiting just like I am. Let me know if you are spiritually pregnant just like I am. God is using us. God is about to place us into this new territory. And God is going to use us mightily. Mightily, he's going to use us. People are going to be touched by what God is about to allow us to do. So I pray that this has encouraged you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.